Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 2. Listen, we got to start off with this one because it's the highlight for me. Jakob Kivior, strength, going by strength. Gets a goal in the 3rd minute. Fantastic header. Bullet header. It's a Drogba-like header. Yeah, no chance. No chance. But, we scored early, so I'm thinking, this could be a nice little game. Get a couple goals, good preparation for PSG. Bro, it was not meant to be like that. Um, Obviously, no Marino in the squad, no White in the squad as well. I believe he's probably still nursing his injury. Sterling got the chance to start on the right. A little bit of rest for Saka, cool. But we just never really make it easy, man. Literally, draw central. Draw central. This is exactly why we need a striker. Not just a striker, we need a left winger too. We need couple midfield. We just need changes, right? Because every time this season especially, it seems like we go a goal up and then we seem to relax, bro. We let Palace in the game twice, bro. Twice. Like, come on, man. Things have to change. Gee, for Eze to have this amount of space from a corner, that's crazy to me. Like, literally unmarked, you know, corners flashed into him, edge of the box. It's a fantastic volley. Like, smacks it down on the ground post, and then David Raya's got no chance, flies past everyone, the whole crowd. And 1-1. Now listen, fantastic finish from Eberishi Eze, but I mean, to concede in that fashion is school like. Like, where's the defend? Where's the awareness? Where's the awareness? Like, zero awareness. You cannot do this in the Champions League. You cannot do this against PSG. Like, I hope these are ironing out the mistakes now, because if we see this against PSG, Lord of mercy, we're gonna really have to get into this team, bro. Because look at that. Do you think you can give guys like Doué, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, do you think you could give them that amount of space? This needs to stop, man. Listen, I do miss what Marino offers up front, in terms of the physicality, winning knockdowns and stuff like that. But listen, Trossard, he's definitely earned his keep. In terms of even starting against PSG, he's earned the right to start. Literally, the goal today, came from a little feint. The feint saw the Palace players, gets the shot off. Sometimes just get the shot off, takes a deflection, and just squirms into the bottom corner. But sometimes you just got to take your chances. And Trossard, he's a shooter. He will take his chances. And, he's in form now. So it makes sense to start him against PSG. And especially with the way PSG play, I'd be confident of, Trossard getting into the pockets and making the right decision, because we did see earlier in the Champions League against PSG, when Odegaard was actually out, how he was orchestrating. So, listen, I'd be happy to start Trossard against PSG. In terms of the game, it was a bit of a weird game. Like, I don't really think anyone stood out, but Trossard got his goal anyways. And on a personal note, I'd like to see more of that. Look, he's cupping his ears. He's cupping his ears. I want to see that. I want to see that against PSG. I want to see that at the Emirates, the France if possible. Bring that attitude against PSG in the Champions League too. Thank you very much. Yeah, so at 2-1, we were coasting for, I mean, most of the second half. It looked like we were in second, well, barely our first kick, really and truly. I'm sure this team just wanted to, plod along over the line. You can see when, you've got a big Champions League game, and that kind of like, affects how you play, because you don't want to go into challenges too much or so and so. Like, not questioning the players, but I'm just saying perhaps there's that bit of thinking, that goes, with having such a big game on the horizon. But this mistake I can't understand from Saliba, like, just dilly-dallying on the ball, give it to Odegaard, back to me, let me give it back to Odegaard. Odegaard wasn't even in a position to receive the ball make anything meaningful out of it. David Raya pushes up, from goal to offer passing option. So you can't be doing this type of foolishness on the ball. But no, Saliba, another mistake. Listen, I am not out now. I don't want to see that against PSG. Against Madrid, it was like, all right, cool, we've already got a decent lead. They're not going to come back. Today, cost us points. We know the title race is already gone. We can't see this against PSG. I'd rather it happen now than against PSG. But Saliba's concerning me, the couple of mistakes he's been making lately. But, I mean, to concede like that is something else. And listen, I got to give credit to Jean-Philippe Mateta. That finish, Bro lobbed Raya from like 30 yards out, crossbar, and then yeah, it was a nasty finish. I'm not gonna lie, but Saliba, just lock in, bro. Just lock in, bro. And if Saliba's locked in, we'll be confident of keeping a clean sheet. Because look, Kivio hasn't been making the mistakes. It's Saliba that's been making the mistakes. So you're seeing how Gabriel's missed the leader of the back line. You've seen how he's missed, right? But yeah, man, just hopefully, we don't see that against PSG. But I mean, to draw in this fashion, it's not nice at all. And it's like, could have got a dub before, the PSG match. But listen, once that PSG match rolls around, everyone knows the importance of this whole squad. They're not going to be, trying to take time off and strolling through the paces. I believe they'll go, to the match with the intention of, yeah, we want to blaze PSG, and that's how it should be, to be honest. But another day, another draw, so many draws, man. And listen, if we win the Champions League, I forget about all of this. If we don't win the Champions League, we're going to have serious conversations.